Oh, damn, I gotta swap it. Hold on. All right, I'll do it like that. All right. Hopefully you can see me. Hopefully. Hopefully you can see me. Put this on me. But we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. You know, you can't probably you can't you can't care what they think. You can't care what they think. That's why it's not working for you. You're more concerned about mom, dad, girlfriend, friend, cousin. You can't. You got to do what's in here. You got to do what's up here. You got to you got to go. Because you don't have time. You know, I think I'm always going back to time when I talk, but you don't. You think you do. I'm going to put it off. I'm not old enough. I don't have the right car. I don't have the right clothes. Whatever excuse you make, you're making excuses. You're weak. You know, I've been told sometimes I'm rude, you know, until I met someone who says, "No, D, you're not rude, you're passionate." I said, "Hey, you're right. You're right." You know, everyone has different goals in life. And some of us don't even have goals. It's a lifestyle. Yeah, it's a lifestyle. And what I mean by that is I've been this way. I should have been on here. I'm late. I'm late. Um, I got distracted. I got distracted. And it's been a long time of battling myself before I could do this. I have other videos talking about all these other things, but it's about you because I'm a go. You know, I don't sleep that long because I'm thinking about the next move. I've been letting a lot of things hold me back, you know, but I'm done with that because I'm like I said, I'm late. I'm behind. I'm way behind. I tried to do it with a group. I tried to do it with the family. I tried to do it with my baby mama. Sometimes you got to do it alone. And I knew it. I knew that from the beginning, but I was fighting it. Don't fight it. You're wasting time. If it don't work, keep it moving. And I finally woke up when I moved to Indiana. I lived there 7 years. I'm from Tennessee. I'm from Chattanooga. And now I'm here in Georgia. I'm in Atlanta. Finished high school here, McEachern High School. It's in Powder Springs. But I've met so many people, and a lot of those people are not here. And if you've seen some of my other talking videos, I might put them together, or they might just group together. A lot of them didn't make it. I'm 41. I'm late. I'm behind. But it's okay. It's okay. This is one of my pages. I have 2 more pages. I have 3 total. Really, I have 5 pages. But if you find the other ones, you do. I'm just doing this because the last few days, I've been letting things stop me. And I'm pushing myself to do this. It's easy for me to talk about a topic. It's easy for me to talk about what's going on in the news, the gossip, whatever, a police chase, a car chase. But the real, I don't know why. It's a little more difficult for me. I'm trying to get there though, because it's somebody who needs to hear this. And I hope you're way younger. I hope you're way younger because, like I said, hold on. I tried with the neighborhood. I ain't even turned my light on. Yeah, hold on. I ain't turned my light on. That's good though. I just went straight in. All right. That's probably gonna make a big difference. But yeah, you try with friends, you try with family. I've talked about businesses. I've talked about this. Nobody did anything. I've seen so many other people do things, and I was proud of them. Motivated me when I was younger. They're in jail. They dead. If not all of them. Whenever I go home, I try to find people if I can, but I'm not in the city that long. I don't really like being there. I really pushing myself to invest and back home. Because like I tell someone, if we don't invest, they're going to. It's already a guy investing. He actually moved here. He got into some type of construction, and he builds tiny homes, tiny communities. He has, if you live here in Georgia, you know what I'm talking about. They're black. They're off the highway. I don't know exactly which highway, but he's actually from Chattanooga, Tennessee. He's already cleared the land. It's actually in my dad's neighborhood. It's called Eastdale. But yeah, you got to do what you want to do. You got to lock in. You got to lock in because it's finna get crazy. If you're alive right now, you paying attention, you see what's going on. You see it. If you don't see it, you're one of the ones that won't make it. If you got the eyes to see and the ears to hear, hey, better pay attention. Take the risk. Take the risk. No risk, no reward. I promise you that. You never know. It could be your turn. Hey, you'd be surprised. We're gonna have a few more talks like this. I've met some CEOs of my companies that I've worked with and helped make a lot of money for. helped develop a lot of people, helped motivate a lot of people. And I think back then I didn't even realize my gift till I called one of my boys. Oh, he called me. He was in prison. Um, since the ninth grade at Brainerd High School in Chattanooga, Tennessee. He went by Chi Chi. Was my boy. And the last time we was together, he wrecked my car. He did part it out. He bought my parts, but he ended up getting locked up. But we stayed in touch for years. I'd give him some old numbers when I ain't want him no more. I look out for him as much as I could. You know, he was pretty well known, so he had other friends, not just me. But he got out, and I was so happy. And at that time, I think I was living in Indiana, so I couldn't just shoot down there. He was on Facebook. I'm really not really big on Facebook, and he was stunting. He was stunting hard. And I tried to warn him, like, hey, oh man, I'm out. Everybody in the pictures with him. Then they just stopped. It disappeared. So I don't know. I hope he's okay. I've changed my number a couple of times since then. Not on purpose. Things happen. And I couldn't keep the number anymore. But I just say all that to say, don't waste your time. And if you make it, or when you make it, you don't have to please everybody. You got to make sure you're happy. You got to make sure you're safe. Your family, your future, your grandkids, your future's kids. If you're going to do it, go all the way. Go hard with it. I don't really take shortcuts. A lot of people want the shortcuts. A lot of people want the easy way. Give me the hard way. Yeah. I don't really want to ramble too much. I was feeling good. I finally felt good. Life is lifing. The pressure is always on. Even it could be small pressure, medium pressure, large pressure. Pressure's pressure, right? Like my boy Anton says, Anton Daniels. He said his father said this, actually. Life is 90% of what happens to you and 10% of how you react. I think I got that backwards. But either way, the hardest thing is how you react. And that's what you really need to focus on. It's how you react to things. Because unfortunately, us humans, we are emotional creatures. I'm just gonna tell you, you may be this way too. I don't know. When I don't have money or I'm not making money, I'm not happy. Maybe that's weird, but if I'm not making money, or like I just got done working 11 hours. I changed clothes, took a shower, changed clothes, and I'm finna go out and do some runs. But before I did that, I was able to make a little more money after work. And, for some reason, when I'm not able to make money after work, it kind of bothers me. I'm trying to fix that, but I still go do something. I don't just sit around. I'm D's never been that type of guy. I probably move more than you. You know, I've had 2 jobs, still had my 2 hustles, side hustles, 1 hustle, whatever. You know, I got a monitor over here. I got something playing. I got this behind me for you. I got something on the oven on low so we don't burn it. But I wake up early. If you don't wake up early, you're already behind. You're already behind. But, you know, I don't want to put too much on you because I stay up late. You need to get your rest. Some nights I may stay up too late. The other nights I lay down early. But all right, we're gonna cut it short. Phone's starting to make noise. Do what you gotta do. Stop making excuses. And fuck how they feel. See you next time.